Hey guys, just a quick heads up, if you're planning to tune your TCU, you can now save 10% instantly off of a mechatronic unit from TuneZilla just by using my link below. Now this is an affiliate link, which means I may earn a small commission, but everything is going to be invested back into making videos like this for you guys at no extra cost. Now I've been running the TuneZilla TCU for a few weeks now, and it's been one of my all-time favorite mods on this car and this setup. So definitely check out the link below and happy tuning. This is a continuation video from our previous where we did a mechatronic swap on our 2024 Audi A3. We went over a few details what that swap was like, as well as give it our first impressions from the driver's seat. Now let's actually do some acceleration times and compare the difference from a stock TCU that is locked versus a tuned TCU from TuneZilla. The overall setup on this car is identical from the previous runs except for two differences. Now the first difference is that yes, we have a tuned TCU now from TuneZilla, and the second difference, guys, is that we now have a aftermarket downpipe on the car. Now the aftermarket downpipe, while it does free up some additional flow, I wouldn't necessarily say that it would affect our 0 to 60 performance, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out with this now tuned TCU. We're gonna check out the launch, we're gonna launch it hard, so let's go ahead and compare our best run from the locked TCU, and then we'll look at the aftermarket TCU from TuneZilla and see how that stacks up. All right, so we have our best draggy time on the stock TCU, that's 11.1 seconds. Then we have our first run with the unlocked TCU, which was 10.84 seconds. And then we have our second run with the unlocked TCU at 10.84 seconds again. But this one has a slightly lesser slope than run number one. Now let's compare our stock TCU best time versus the first attempt with the TuneZilla TCU swap and the added downpipe. I wanted to show you this side by side so we can take a deeper dive. So a couple things I wanted to point out is on the left side with the stock TCU, we can see the DA. It is just under 400 feet compared to our right side, which is 700 feet. We are currently in the middle of summertime, guys, so the weather is much warmer compared to when we ran on the stock TCU. So I wanted to point that out. And even with the more favorable DA, we have a 0 to 60 at 3.2 seconds on the left side. On the right side, that drops down. We're at 2.9 seconds on the very first attempt. First launch. To kind of give you guys a little bit more insight on what we're looking at here, if you look at the orange line, that acceleration line on this graph, you can see that on the left side there's a little bit more variation in the height on the y-axis in that orange line. You can see it's a little bit more squiggly. When you compare it to the right side, it's a little bit more constant, less variation there. So that's just kind of showing you how much G's is being pulled on takeoff. So this is a good visual representation of what I'm feeling in the driver's seat, guys. And it's real nice. Like I said, the TCU, it picks up, it launches, it goes, it holds the RPM high, it knows what to do. And this is the visual proof right here to show you exactly what I'm feeling. The next thing I wanted to point out, on the left side, guys, we have a negative slope of 0.15% compared to the right side. Not as favorable. I mean, it's close, but it's still just a little bit less at 0.10%. So in less favorable conditions, slightly less slope, higher DA, we're getting a better launch and a better ET on the quarter mile. So this is really cool, guys. I mean, I've been searching for data on this. I couldn't necessarily find anything, so I decided why not just make it happen, do the mech swap myself, compare the data, and share it with you guys. So you can see that as we progress here with the build, everything is just starting to get pieced up very, very nicely. I would say on this current setup, the TCU swap definitely felt like the missing link. Well, guys, I think we might have broken a record. I don't think I've seen any other 8YS3s hitting 10 seconds in the quarter mile in the stock turbo. So I don't know how to feel right now, man. It's kind of like I went out there, we did the pulls, got the results we wanted, but I mean, I'm definitely happy, but I guess it just hasn't hit me yet. I kind of just feel like I already knew I was gonna do it. I think I might have beaten the world record, which is crazy to say because I was never like a record chaser, if that makes sense. I think I might have beaten some type of record. Stock turbo S3. Yeah, man, I guess it was a success. Got nothing but good things to say. Solid TCU tune with the TuneZilla map. This thing is pretty violent. It launches much harder. Also, I feel like the TC just knows. It knows what to do now. Before on the high torque patch file, the TCU was getting confused. I feel like it wanted to cut power, but it didn't. But it just felt kind of weird. Now with the TCU map on the car from TuneZilla, it just hooks up and it goes. It just launches, holds the RPM high. It doesn't dump boost and go into the next gear. It holds it very high to then catch some traction, then boom, gets into the next gear. So much more violent acceleration. My previous best time on the lock TCU was a 0 to 60 at 3.2 seconds. Now my best 0 to 60 with the unlocked TCU is 2.9 seconds. So that kind of says it right there. With that better launch, we're able to hit that 10-second quarter mile. I kind of already knew the TCU was holding this thing back. So when I did the TCU swap and I went out there tonight, I kind of already knew what I was in for. Now, let's say if it did like lower 10s, then I would have been crazy surprised. But I guess this is my expectation for the amount of effort, work, preparation to do this quarter mile time. Well, anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video as much as I did creating it for you guys. And if you did enjoy it, please make sure to give the video a like. It helps the channel grow, and hope to catch you on the next one. Peace.